Okay, so what we're going to do, our main focus is going to be to figure out a way to count the number of the flashing of the sparks. Okay, so we're going to install this to set up a system. So we're gonna have a camera that will be we're gonna have like let's say for example, now let's say we have a camera here. So that camera we're going to pointed it toward this flashing LED. We're going to count to record and pick up the counting of this flashing LED that you see here. Okay, so for us to accomplish this system, we're going to use the ESP32-CAM. Okay, we're going to use the ESP32-CAM so then we can pick up the number of impulse. Okay, and so then we can define the kilowatt hour that we get, so we can have this number. So we're going to count until we reach to this number that you see here. So the LED will be flashing, and then us will be counting until we get to this number. So then we can have 1 unit less. Okay, so it's gonna be 1 unit. So we can assume that we have consumed 1 unit, which is equal to 1 kilowatt hour. Okay, so in this case, it's 1600. Okay, that's the number that you're going to get. So that's how many times this LED is going to flash. So then we can reach out to 1 unit of 1 unit consumed. The ESP32-CAM can be something like this. Okay, but you can see we have the camera here, a micro USB, a SD card there, and then you have your USB support. This is similar to just what you just saw. It's actually similar to that, except there's no camera here module. So here is the this one is the TTGO T-Camera. This is the one that we're going to use into our system. Okay, and we're going just to make use of the camera and the OLED screen. Actually what you see, it's the OLED. So this is the OLED screen that we're going to make use. We do have a PIR sensor. It's actually this one, but we're not going to make use of it. Okay, so our main focus is going to be on the OLED screen and on this camera, 2 megapixel camera. That's the one we're going to use. And just to give you an example, and what you see, it's just the connection. So and we got our reset here. Just to give you an example on how we're going to put it, this is like the LED, the impulse, the blink LEDs that we're going to have. So we're going to put this camera, the one you see here, this camera, we're going to put toward this LED. So it's going to be like over. So then we can count how many times the LED is going to flash on. So that's what you see here. So it's going to be like, let me show you one example. Okay, this is one example. You can see this is the TTGO camera ESP32, and you can see this is the electricity meter, and then we got an LED. You see this red color, it's actually an LED, and the camera is underneath this block. So the camera is pointed toward the LED that you see here. So this is like an example of how we can stick the ESP32 to this toward this LED, so then we can get the number of flashing. Or there's also another way. If you just for testing purposes, we're not gonna go use a electricity meter. This is actually an electricity meter. We're gonna come with this. Okay, so this is like a flashing system, and we have we use a normal ESP32 board. This is a ESP32 board. We're going to generate a flashing on, so just to control the speed, okay, the duty cycle of the PWM signal that will be generated in the screen. So this is where we're gonna have a PWM signal. We have connected this side to VCC, and this side to ground. Okay, this LED to ground, and this in between we have this signal. And remember, I said like this is on, this is off, this is off that you see here, and this one is on. And I'm going to represent it in terms of voltage. And let me just select one color that is gonna be. So when we have on, we actually gonna send to that pin 3.3 volt. Okay, and when we have 0, we will send that pin 0. So that's what you see on the PWM signal. Okay, and to give you an idea of what will happen here, so the potentiometer that you see here, it's for speed, okay, or variation of the PWM signal. This is potentiometer. So we trying to modify the state of the signal that will be generated in between here. And remember that if we have positive here, whenever there's negative on this pin, this LED will be on. Okay, the same goes for this pin. We know that one of the pin is negative and the other pin has to be positive. So when we send positive here, this LED will be on. Okay, and since both LEDs are connected to this connection that you see here, so that's why you will see that we can only have 0 or 1 on this pin that you see here, meaning only one LED is going to light up and another one's going to be off. When one is on, the other one is off. When the other one is on, the first LED will be off. So it's like will be like going to toggle and change the state every time. Okay, and this potentiometer is just to vary the speed that we will get on the LED, so we can define how fast we want our LED to flash on. So, and just to give you an idea, this is the hardware setup that we go with, meaning this is where we have our camera. Let me just zoom in. I will show you with this is where we got our camera. So this is the camera, okay, and this is the TTGO ESP32, and this is where we have our camera, and then this is the LED flash. Okay, so this LED we're going to flash on and off, on and off. Okay, and then we're going to determine the speed or the duration from this potentiometer. Okay, so we're going to set the duration. So now this is the hardware setup. Okay, just to avoid using the actual electricity meter, we're going to stick to this hardware setup that's simple and test it out. Okay, this is the example. As you can see, see how we have placed the camera and the LED. So when the LED will be flashing, and then this is what you're gonna get on the ESP32, and you can see even the small screen then display the value on the OLED screen, and then and from our PCs you can see the screen. It will be like be able to see when the LED light up. And this website, the screen that you see, the websites that you see there, it's actually running inside the ESP32. So from there you can even see the state of the LED when it's flash on and off, and then you can see the counting displayed on the website, the web server that is running inside the ESP32. So we're able to visualize it from our laptop. Okay, after connecting to the same Wi-Fi, same network. This is you can see the screen. The quality of the video is not that good since we're using 2 megapixel camera modules.